Another video here. This is a redo of my first video, which I'm going to take down. And I'm splitting that first video up into separate videos, really. I decided I'm not going to do the whole mask thing. It's just, I don't really care if anyone knows who I am. I'm not anybody anyway, and probably none of my friends or family are going to watch this, except for my wife, to tell me I'm wasting my time and that I'm a nerd. So anyway, in that video, the first thing I was focusing on was this idea that it's better to incrementally pursue preparedness now than try to overextend yourself or wait forever to do anything to prepare. So what do I mean by that? I'll give some examples. Some of the big ones in the Second Amendment and preparedness community is just the gear, right? Everyone loves their gear. Mike from Garen Thumb put out a video a little while back about helmet setups, and I want to say one of them was like a $6,000 helmet setup, and that makes sense for what he was doing and for what that helmet build is and all that stuff, but most of us probably shouldn't spend $6,000 on a helmet, and we shouldn't feel bad about that either. We're not all Mike from Garen Thumb. We're not all Lucas Botkin. And it's all right for us to save up and spend money on things that are important. It's life-saving equipment. I get that. But I mean, if you just take that train of thought and run with it infinitely, the sky is the limit. I mean, you might as well just work on getting all the parts together for an armored personnel carrier. So when Klaus Schwab and the WEF come to take you home, you and the boys can roll out. But anyway, I digress. I think people know where I'm going with this. Priorities. That's what it all comes down to. I'll use my life as an example quickly, just to talk about some of these things. Time-wise, I've got a full-time job. It keeps me out away from home a little bit longer than I wish it did a lot of the time. That takes up my time Monday through Friday. Sometimes I work weekends. And then Sunday, I'm in church because I'm a Christian, and it's a priority for me to be in church because it's a priority for God that I'm in church. So that's a big part of my Sunday. And then anytime that I have left over, I have a house, I have a wife, I got a baby, I got a dog, and then I got some other animals. So there you go. That's most of my time. Doesn't leave a whole lot of time for playing video games or anything else. I work out early in the morning before work. That's how I fit that in. And then money. So that job I have pays the bills. My wife and I are able to save up some. We're saving towards some financial goals that we want to achieve. And there you go. There's the time and money that I have available in a nutshell. That does not leave $10,000 for me to responsibly get a night vision setup. Could I do it? Sure. Could I do it without going into debt? Sure. But it's not just my money, it's my family's money. And that money needs to be going towards other things. You know, if my car isn't running reliably, I have no business getting panos and class 4 body armor and buying the best mechanic shooting gloves that I can get, you know? All right, but that being said, just because I'm not going to do that doesn't mean that I'm going to do nothing or that I'm going to wait until I can do those things before I do anything. I've got one rifle. It's moderately budget, you know. I'd say it's considerably reliable. It's never failed me yet. I can practically hear Lucas Botkin screaming that you haven't put 3,000 rounds through it, so you can't call it reliable. Fair point. But anyway, I got a one handgun that's sort of my do-all. It's my carry. It's my range gun. It's my home defense gun. Yada yada. And that's what I got. I'm building up a chest rig out of some Alice gear that I had, and using a lot of paracord and duct tape and all those other things. I got a backpack that I spray painted that I already owned, and it was blue, and I wanted it to not be blue. So I just bought some spray paint and painted it instead of dropping $150 on a Gucci backpack. So I'm not a genius or anything like that. I'm just pointing out that it's better for me to do these things now and get the capabilities that I want by prioritizing what the next step is that I can take in this journey, instead of getting into debt. Getting in debt is bad. Credova is bad. Don't do it. You know, pay off your car loan instead of buying nods. All right, that's all I got.